Yeah, so if you go into the card shop, you'll see that they are Dark Magician girls.
Zelida Noula. Okay, so she also does fortune telling. We might as well show off the card shop at least a little bit. Oh, you can buy the structure decks in these shops.
Yeah, and once you hit 80% collected of a pack, normally you get the card list. And the way these structure decks are determined, which I was hoping to show off in this playthrough, but somebody decided we needed to use heroes as a deck.
You're welcome.
The first 3 structure decks you use to beat the structure deck duels will rotate in and out of the shop. And then specific opponent duelists will add other structure decks into the shop's rotation.
Yusuke. I'm surprised he doesn't have an art book with him.
It never what with him?
Yusuke, I'm surprised he doesn't have his sketchbook with him.
I saw Yusuke and the first thing I thought was, stop making finger pistols at me, kid.
You know what, screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to do Yusuke from Persona 5 for this kid. I was the first person to buy anything from this shop after it reopened, you know? Every time they get new packs in, I'm always the first in line to buy them. I still can't find the cards I want. I wonder if the shop owner is keeping them all for himself.
Stop trying to be a sugar daddy for the Dark Magician girl, dude. Also, I love how our brains went in 2 completely different directions at seeing the name Yusuke. I thought Yu Yu Hakusho, you thought Persona 5. You want to
Just
know
in
my
case.
favorite detail about Persona 5 Royal currently?
What?
I have maxed out all but 1 confidant.
Nice!
I have still yet to begin that dang painter's confidant. I refused.
Which confidant?
The guy with Goemon.
Oh, Yusuke?
Yep, I refuse to begin his confidant.
You know he gets an ultimate persona when you max it out, right? And then his persona will evolve again when you do that.
Yes, but that also requires me to A, care about Yusuke, and B, care about using him in battle. I think you greatly underestimate how much I hate that guy's guts.
I don't...
Hey, you, the next turf battle is tomorrow. Hey, just let Crow, the bullet, here show you a thing or two.
Here's the thing. I actually don't mind Yusuke.
He's a pervert.
He did it for art.
No. I'm just gonna go right out here and say it. If all he cared about was art and artistic inspiration, he could have just sketched Anne, not repeatedly attempt to force her to strip nude in front of him.
He's very passionate for his work.
He has no problem sketching other people fully dressed. He also continues to bring it up later.
He just firmly believes that An is on the same level of beauty as the Sayuri.
He is a pervert.
If he was a pervert, he would literally be doing that to every single pretty girl he meets.
Okay, hold up. Meliodas only gropes Elizabeth in 7 Deadly Sins. That does not make him any less of a pervert. Just because they only do it to one does not change anything. Unless they are a consenting partner, which Anne is not.
Yeah, well, we get some pretty funny scenes out of it.
You too should be prepared. Don't slack off and sort your decks out. Oh, and don't forget to wear the Enforcer's uniform for the match.
Already on it.
Aight, go home and rest up. Tomorrow's a big day.
The next day.
3 days later. Can you hurry up? I'm running out of time cards. Alright. Aight, today we got a turf battle against Team Black and Blue.
How original.
What's that, Pokemon fan game?
Probably.
I think that was the one made by PETA. I'm not kidding. I think it was. Ready? Okay, so this is probably... So, soon enough, you're going to be introduced to the concept of boss duels. This is going to be the easiest one. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna meet up with the rest of the team there. Could I make a small suggestion?
Okay.
Could we use Heroes as the main deck and something else for Turbo Duels?
Why?
Because all of the fusion speed spells require speed counters, so we won't be able to do this nearly as quickly.
I could probably run a machine deck.
Fair. Machine synchros, yo.
Now, if only Cyber Dragon Infinity was in the game.
You're late, Jack. Oh, is that me or is that you?
This is you.
You're late. Jack and Yusei are already out looking for our opponents. Yeah, sounds like me. This must be the building where Team Black and Blue is hiding. I don't know why PETA has a duel game. We're gonna crush all of them.
To be honest, I think PETA only did it to try and prove a point that Pokemon is, promotes, like, animal abuse.
My problem with that is, A, it's something the Pokemon naturally do in the wild, and the Pokemon seem to enjoy it. B, PETA does far worse things to animals than most of the people and things they accuse of animal abuse, such as stealing and euthanizing people's pets off of their porch. It's bad.
Yeah, PETA can go fuck itself. No one takes him seriously.
And the people that do are psychopaths.
No, like, PETA just also seems to just have it out for Nintendo and Pokemon in general. It seems like all of the other games that have similar things than Pokemon, those don't exist. Pokemon is a big problem.
Yeah, like, you'd think they'd take more umbrage with the games where you're actively murdering living species of animals in the wild, but no. Surprised they didn't start a controversy over Power World, where you literally use animal as slave labor.
And also butcher them for food.
Also, I finished this line a while ago.
To be fair, they did release a suggestion that hey, here's like a vegetarian menu or vegan menu for Power World players that you can use in game.
You want to know one of my worst things with Power World? You'd think there would have been more outrage over the fact that you can catch humans in those balls and use them as slaves.
Just goes to show that we gamers really don't care. Just so long as the game is good.
It wasn't even that good. Once again, I finished this line like 3 or 4 minutes ago. Oh, I heard the leader is pretty strong, but no one knows who he is. Well, still no match to me.
Someone's full of himself.
Spoiler alert, Callan doesn't duel a single other duel gang leader in this game. Anyway, don't get beaten till we conquer this area. I just realized that Callan's hair is one of the default hairs with a bandana attached. We can't say we conquered all of Satellite unless we take over every single area. And I, for one, am not going to quit until the job's done. So do you know what the name of the enforcers is in Japanese?
I think you mentioned it last session, but I don't remember.
They are Team Satisfaction. So their whole thing is they're not stopping until they are satisfied, which means beating all of the duel gangs. And Callan's whole thing is he is still seeking satisfaction after he beats all of the duel gangs.
Oh, why?
Crazy.
Why is my brain like this? When you said Team Satisfaction, how come I'm just picturing literally the enforcers essentially being hookers?
All I'm saying is I wouldn't put it past Callan or Fred. And also, have you seen how many women hang off of Jack Atlas and Yusei Fuda? The real problem is how many underage women hang off of Yusei Fuda. But moving along, Jack and Yusei are looking around in the basement area. I'll head upstairs. Gay? You cannot tell me there is no romantic tension between those two. You and Crow check out the first floor. Duel with everything you got.
Always.
So you gotta find the duelists.
But also, is there loot? Give me the loot.
Arg.
Oh, hello. He's wearing the default hat that is used by the box standard protagonist, like no-name protagonist, default sprite in every other Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Yeah. I wasn't scared, you know.
Arashiyama.
You look pretty weak to me. Show me what you got. Show me your move. Anytime I see somebody say that, I just hear, show me your moves. I think I can beat. I'm sorry. The moment we start a duel, the cover from Shrek 2 starts playing in my head.
Blue Hurricane. I honestly mostly remember that song from Saints Row the Third.
I didn't play Saints Row. You shouldn't have picked first to go. You're a combat-focused deck. Always choose second. Set Woodsman and pass. So, depending on this next draw, we might have an interesting set of combos to go into.
Pixie Knight. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, your opponent selects one spell card from your graveyard and places that card at the top of your deck.
Well, we get our free poly again. Unless he's got like Hammer Shot or something in hand.
Stratos.
Alright, use the effect of Woodsman.
Give me that poly.
Alright, so summon Stratos and add a second copy of Ocean to your hand. Or any water type monster.
Oh, if we only have Bubble Man to sack.
We have Ocean and Ice Age in the deck. Ice Edge. If you add Ice Edge, we can start the Wombo combo. Use E Emergency Call to search for a Light attribute monster.
Let's do... Let's do Sparkman this time.
Alright, activate Fusion Gate. We will not be using polymerization this turn. Use Fusion Gate to fuse the Woodsman and the Ocean in your hand for Terra Firma. That works too.
We have another Woodsman in hand.
Fair. So, summon Terra Firma.
Oh, nope, 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 nope.
No. Use Fusion Gate. Summon Absolute Zero.
This time
I would say use one of the Earth monsters and Ice Edge.
Woodsman again?
Sure. Because what we're going to do after this time, is we're going to use Fusion Gate to summon Great Tornado. I think. No. Alright, use Fusion Gate again. I need to do quick maths. Alright, use Fusion Gate to summon... Yeah, just use it to summon Great Tornado.
And this time we are using Stratos
and Wild Heart. Gaia, if we weren't about to use Ice Edge to wipe their board, would be good because you could steal attack points, but you wind up with more firepower here by just summoning Great Tornado. Now we use Stratos, like I said, or we use Sparkman and Absolute Zero with Fusion Gate to summon the Shining. We could, if we wanted to take it a step further, summon Gaia, but that would require us to get rid of Terra Firma. So, just go for the Shining.
Again, Heroes 2 OP. Please nerf.
Let's see. How many attack points is our buddy at?
5,000.
You want to make it go higher? I'm kidding. Wait, since it gains the attack, not the original attack of the tributed monster, you could have tributed Shining to Terra Firma to make it a 7,500 attack card.
How long is Chapter 2 anyway?
We have at least 3 more turf battles, another race, and some duels with various characters. Hey, you should have told me you were that good before we dueled.
Nah.
Just be glad favorite hero.
An empty cardboard. Empty cardboard box. It's just an empty box. So they're gonna be hiding.
Yeah, but I think there's only one duelist on this floor, but you can go through the doors and there's loot in those rooms.
Oh, save point.
Yeah. Imagine if they had made your life points carry over between the duels in these areas.
Oh, you mean like what they did for the Sacred Cards in Reshef of Destruction?
In one of the games, you do 5 duels back to back with no way to change your deck, and it's brutal.
No, like in the Sacred Cards in Reshef of Destruction, you can only recover your life points when you go back home.
Ooh.
So, and interacting with your computer. Which means you would be backtracking very, very far. A lot. And again,
one kid who would...
the life points carry over. So if you have like 100 life points left at the end of a duel and you don't go home, you go to 100. You start the next duel at 100 life points.
And get sparked. So just go off. There's nobody else here.
It's a completely useless heap of scrap. Star chip.
How so many star chips from Duelist Kingdom got in the satellite, I don't know.
They probably threw out all the star chips after the tournament. And they just eventually wound up here.
There. Mason!
Oh, look, your friend's here. Hey, if you want to save your buddy here, you know what you gotta do.
I don't like how he phrased that.
Now it's your turn to go down. So, this is a going second deck?
Yes. You would prefer to be able to attack immediately.
I had no choice in this matter, and I just realized that the name change to the deck did not keep. Whoops. What do we got? Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set Wild Heart. Actually, I'm gonna suggest a risky play here.
Fusion Gate and build up to the Shining?
Huh?
Fusion Gate and build up to the Shining?
No. There's no way this guy actually can do enough damage to kill you just past the first turn.
Okay.
You might take a maximum of 2k. They are
Black Lamb Fire Dragon. And that's it.
Yep. They aren't in Heroes.
And Veil of Darkness. During your draw phase, if you draw a dark monster, you can reveal it and send it to the graveyard to draw one more card.
And besides, now you can show them what Heroes can do.
And the A-Forces! That's being played immediately!
Alright, so we're going to hit that Fusion Gate. We're gonna... This time, I want you to use Fusion Gate. Use Ocean and Burstinatrix to summon Absolute Zero. So what we are going to do this time is, instead of abusing the Shining to nuke this guy from the board immediately, use Poly now.
Oh, we're mixing it up then.
So what we're gonna let him live a turn, but we're gonna summon Gaia. fuse Wild Heart with Neos. Because now you can use Gaia to have Blackland's Fire Dragon's attack points, gain the attack points on Gaia. We are in a position that he's not going to beat over us, and our next draw could just be anything we might need.
So just go to battle now.
Just go to battle and start punching. If we had had another monster in hand, I would have suggested a different stratagem. But the number of monsters in hand meant we weren't going to get that big of a build-up for Shining. And, yeah.
Dark Magic Curtain. This
Dark Magician.
This
Magician.
This punk dares to use the Dark Magician.
In defense.
Hands have been thrown. A Dark Magician is much more is not deserving of this punk.
At all.
Elemental Hero Heat.
Just summon him.
Yep.
That's enough to beat over the freaking Dark Magician. Who do you think should get the kill? Gaia or Absolute Zero?
I think I'm gonna have Absolute Zero just freeze him over.
Fair.
Just send him back to the Ice Age. Dark cat with white tail.
I think that's what is said when Absolute Zero uses his effect. It's so good that you attack Dark Magician first.
This punk is not worthy of the mighty Dark Magician.
We've already gave back pretty much everything we spent on dual runner parts.
Take him and go. Our leader will sort out the both of you anyway.
Sorry, Mason. You little punk, sneaking up on me like that. How about we duel fair and square and see who wins, huh?
Wasn't one of the big things about the Enforcers is that they basically grabbed each other's dual disc with a tether that basically destroyed the loser's dual disc altogether?
That was what most duel gangs did. Not just the Enforcers. Ha! You should go.
Ha! You should be more careful next time.
Why, you little? And now Homer Simpson is choking a child. Mason, you go ahead. You gotta settle this right. I'm gonna settle this right here, right now.
Make sure you take his Dark Magician from him afterwards. He's not worthy of that monster.
And tear it up.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, it's definitely a fake.
There's nothing useful, just a bunch of garbage. To be fair, the Dark Magician is not a one-of-a-kind card. It's just a rare card in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe.
Oh, I know it's not one of a kind. I just don't believe it wound up in the satellite.
I mean, maybe at this point in the game's history, yeah, I could probably see it wounding up in satellite because no one ever used it. And the Dark Magician doesn't have the support it has now.
Dark Magician may not be one of a kind, but it is actively noted to be rare. The fact that Arcana owns a copy is implied to be extremely surprising.
You can't see anything you need. Anyway, it just make your hands dirty. There's something shiny on the floor. 300 DP.
Shiny. I really wish these games explained what the heck DP is.
I think it stands for dual points.
I know, but like, you found something shiny on the floor and it was 300 DP.
Hiroyuki.
Hey, wait a second. Aren't you from the other team? Did everyone lose already?
Mickey?
You'll see in a second.
You're kidding me. A kid?
That must mean you've made it to the leader. Me, that is. I won't let the team down.
This little punk. This little kid is the leader of this team.
Yep.
I find that very hard to believe.
He is. He did not want to be, but he is. So come on, let's go!
If he didn't want to be the leader of the team, why is he being so gung-ho about it?
Because I'm Mickey the Mouse. Go easy on me.
No.
Oh.
Special rule. Draw two cards each turn. Would we be able to do that?
Yes. The draw two cards rule applies to both players whenever it comes up.
I'm the boss.
Second. We get pot of greed every turn, huh? This poor kid doesn't know what he did. Oh God, this is about to be a murder.
Oh, we just straight up draw two.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying a hero emerges just in case.
What if we just set a hero emerges in Woodsman and then pass?
Then at that point, shouldn't we just also use these two as well?
No, because we're not trying to fusion summon yet, so we don't want to get hit by removal. And the reason I'm saying wait on emergency call is to see what our next two cards are. Because if there's something really good for us, we may not need emergency call per se. Because right now we just have earth and water in our hand. We need wind and
Tribute to the Doom. Discard one card from your hand, select one monster on the field, and destroy it.
Yep.
Dark Mimic level 3. Discard sent to the graveyard by battle. The controller of this card draws one card.
Yep. Now when he attacks, you might be able to hit Ocean or any of them with a hero emerges.
And it's Ocean.
Which means we attack, which means we can get Woodsman back during our standby.
Or not.
Man, this guy's got too much removal. So you see? Okay, we've got 2 copies of the emergency call.
Yeah. So we adding in Woodsman?
I was gonna say let's search for Stratos. Well, actually, no. Let's do Woodsman and then a light attribute monster.
Alrighty then.
I doubt we have any level 6s we can put on the field fusion summon-wise anyway, so... Well, no, Gaia is level 6, actually. Right, Fusion Gate. If we want to board wipe, we can't summon Terra Firma. But if we fusion summoned into Gaia, we can summon Colossal Fighter.
Yeah?
But it wouldn't be getting the full buff.
Doesn't its buff go up every time a warrior monster's in the grave?
Yeah, but Fusion Gate would be chucking 2 of them to the banished zone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wait, what's Absolute Zero's level?
Absolute Zero
8, dang it.
is level 8.
Dang it. That would have been funny.
Actually, no, activating it would make it committed. We have, let's see, we got water, earth, light, and that's it.
Terra Firma, I would say, is not the play here. Because if we go into Absolute Zero, we can use the whole fusioning away Absolute Zero to wipe their board. And then that still leaves us with 2 cards in hand.
Absolute Zero sends away...
Anytime it removes from the field, it gets rid of everything on, or all of your opponent's monsters.
And that's all he really has is monsters.
Yeah,
so...
We fusion summon Absolute Zero, then we use Absolute Zero as material to fusion summon the Shining.
Actually, yeah, that would work.
Use Terra Firma and Ocean just for the memes.
You mean Woodsman and Ocean?
Yeah, Woodsman and Ocean. Gosh dang it. You're using Earth.
And then we use this again to bring out the Shining.
Check his full effect real quick.
This card gains 300 attack for each elemental hero monsters you have removed from play. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can select up to 2 of your removed from play hero monsters and add them to your hand.
Okay. So that might have use if they decide to, you know, destruction effect us again. Next, I say set the Doge.
Mad Reloader.
We can't kill him this turn, but that one can't be destroyed by battle. That way, next turn, depending on our draw, we can either summon Gaia and summon Colossal Fighter, or summon Barkion.
Yeah, summon our Signer Dragon. Honestly, bringing up the Signer Dragon might be the better play.
It might be. Colossal Fighter gives us some special summon potential, but yeah. Yeah, because if that's a trap, if either of those are actual battle traps, you have access to, you know. Oh my god. Okay, so first things first. Use Fusion Gate to use Prisma and Burstinatrix to summon another copy of Shining. And then you just use Woodsman to summon Markion so you can still summon the dragon. That's two 4,400 attack monsters.
Taro's a good boy. He is.
He is. This is just funny to me.
I don't think this card has a summoning animation, though. No, it doesn't.
No. Attack with the mark.
Dekoichi Battle Channel Locomotive.
I hope he has a trap card face down, so you can negate it with Barkion by raising the attack. Oh.
Defense draw.
Negate it! Negate it!
And we are choosing two heroes.
Now you take even more damage.
Nope, he still only takes the 4,400.
Fair enough. Shame. Oh man, I lost. You're pretty good. Oh, everyone said I should be the leader because I'm so strong, but I'm not sure if I agree anymore. Oh, I hope everyone will believe me when I tell them how good you are. Anyway, I'm going home now. Bye. To be fair, he put up more of a fight than anyone else did.
Yeah.
Contribute to the doom. Mason, you won. All right. Let's go. It's time to turn it up. After all that talk about how strong their leader was, I gotta tell you, I was a little nervous. Wait a sec. Was that kid that just passed by their leader? Age doesn't matter, just skill.
It kind of feels weird not doing like Jack's accent, though.
It's hard to do his accent.
Like, what is he, from the Bronx?
Age doesn't matter, just skill. That's what dueling is all about, especially here in the bad area.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Crikey. I read the line.
Yeah, I know. I was debating on whether I should try.
That's true. We're all who we are today because of dueling. Okay, let's meet up with Callan and Yusei and get back to the hideout. How am I voicing everything?
You're the one who signed up for it.
Now we got control of that area too. Haha! Yeah, I can't believe their leader was that little kid though. Hey, a leader is a leader. Kid or not, he was pretty tough.
He did put up more. He did put up more of a fight than the others.
To be fair, his putting up a fight was activating tribute to the dude. But either way, you beat him, and that's all that matters.
Should I try the Jack accent?
Let's see if you can do it.
I heard you got captured by some of the rival gang, Callan. You okay? No, that wasn't it.
No.
That was not it. That was not it.
My knockoff Australian accent was close. I heard you got captured by some rival gang, Callan. You okay?
I feel as though that Jack's accent is less Australian, more Bronx.
It's more New Zealand or Cockney than anything else, but...
Yeah, I can't do a Cockney.
That little punk came out of nowhere and got me from behind. What a dirty trick. So you're telling me Callan took it from behind? Sorry. I can hear you laughing. But I guess I would have to resort to tactics like that too if I was that bad at dueling.
So, did you get all... Blah, blah. I could not read that. So, did you go all out on him?
Why so many innuendos? I beat him to a pulp, alright? In a duel. Fair and square. Good thing he added in a duel. Fair and square, you... What? Nothing, I just feel sorry for the guy, that's all. Yeah. My voices are getting mixed up because I'm talking to myself. Getting beat to a pulp by you in a duel definitely doesn't feel good. I'll tell you that much. Hey, he attacked me first.
That is true.
Crikey. Well, more importantly, we conquered almost all the satellites. I almost want to turn the Jack accent into my best Kaiba impression since I turned Crow into knock off Joey.
I'd say do it.
But don't get cocky. It's not over yet. Ah, that hurts.
If it hurts, then let's not do it then.
I'm trying to think of a good voice for Jack Atlas. You know what I honestly want to do? Because, like, later he's the king and everyone respects him. Just my best Elvis Presley impersonation. He is the king.
Or try your best Michael Jackson impersonation.
I summoned Red Dragon Tree. Ah, no. No. That makes him sound like a pedophile. No. Michael Jackson was not one. Like, every single one of those claims was either proven false or the children straight up admitted they just accused him of it because their parents said they could do it for money. If you've ever heard of the Neverland Ranch documentary, it's one of the things that upsets me most to come out of the film industry in a while, because the creator openly admitted to actively lying and bending the details as much as they could to sell the story of Michael Jackson being a pedophile. It actually ticks me off. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Crow. That does tick me off. So, what area are we going for next?
Don't get ahead of yourself. First, we have to make sure we know our opponents.
I hate that that's not a bad use impression.
I'm not even trying. It's just my regular voice.
The problem is, Yusei is very emotionless when it's not dueling. You know what I mean?
Still love the character.
Huh?
Still love the character.
He's probably one of my favorite protagonists. 5D's is probably my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Because first off, the main characters all feel relatively competent. We don't catch any of them outside of maybe Leo and Luna at the start of their dueling career. And I'm gonna say it, Leo gets a lot more flack than he should. The dude is a child. And while the school says he's not very good as a duelist, they also note that every time he uses a machine deck, he uses them perfectly. It's just the school tends to actively not sign him machine decks. Which, once again, I feel like that's more a problem with the school than it is with Leo.
Yeah. Then there was that one teacher that was basically, I swear to God, Dr. Crowler's descendant.
Oh, I remember that deck because it was ancient year accessories.
Running 3 golems. And firmly believes that power is what makes people win in a duel. And seeing Leo's go-to deck be Morphtronics, which not really known for its power, as being pathetic.
First off, Morphtronics have more power than you realize. Hey, second off, he has Power Tool Dragon. He has the power to search equip spells from his deck.
And yet that teacher still says your deck sucks. Because it doesn't have enough powerhouses. And then Yusei shows up, uses basically a deck full of nothing but those exact monsters that he belittles, and beats the shit out of him with them.
Yep. Yusei also beat the snot out of somebody with that knockoff Proto-Chronomaly deck. Yusei's right.
His first duel in in prison, yeah.
Yusei's right. Don't drop the soap. I'll go stake out the next area tomorrow or something. You're not a good leader.
I mean, to be fair, they did just wipe out a gang today, so no sense in continuing to work when you've already done a lot of it.
Yeah. All right, let's call it a day. Get some rest. I don't know what to do for him. I almost want to attempt, like, the superhero impression, but...
That wouldn't really fit Jack.
I mean, people view him like a dang superhero.
Yeah, but he's more anti-hero than anything.
You may not feel it right now, but your body's probably exhausted. I almost wanted to try and go full Batman with that for a second there, but no. I'll let you know once we decide on our next opponent. I hope you're as stoked as I am. Did he just say stoked?
Yeah.
And now Callan is a surfer boy.
The next day.
Dude, let's ride some waves.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is the hideout.
Yes.
So now what?
We started at like 10 something. We've been recording for so long.
3.5 hours.
Jesus. And we got a first battle. Okay, go back home. They told you to go rest, remember?
Yeah. But it also already said the next day.
No. They said they were checking things out today. This is the thing that sparks... Hey, Mason! What's up? You look a bit out of it. Is something wrong?
Crow!
Crow, something awful. Oh.
Crow, something awful's happened. Itsuki's been kidnapped.
Wait, what? Who kidnapped him? Yeah, I'm supposed to care about these guys.
I don't know, but they took him away on a duel runner.
Hey, Mason.
Is this how we are introduced to turbo dueling?
No.
Hmm.
You will not be introduced to turbo dueling during this flashback. Your first turbo duel is against Crow. I wonder where they went off to. What? You saw dual runners that looked like the ones that took Itsuki away? How do we know what that one looked like? Nice, let's go after him. Annie, you stay here in the house. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Sorry.
Okay, just please bring Itsuki back.
Yow! Mason, you go ahead on your dual runner. Hurry. So you're not going to take the Blackbird, one of the fastest dual runners known. You're going to have us ride a prototype. No, you talk to Crow to do the race. Are you ready to suffer? This race is the sole reason I occasionally advocate for just action replaying in the dual runner parts. And it's better than the race with Tetsu Trudge in one of the other games where if he catches you, you have to start all over.
I think we'll do that. I think we're going to be doing that next session.
Nah, you gotta at least do the one race, man.
You sure?
You gotta at least attempt it once.
Fine.
It shouldn't be that bad. You just have to catch.
Okay, so this is why we are not driving the Blackbird.
No, I'm saying why did Crow send us after them? Because whether or not these people get caught is dependent on whether or not we catch their dual runner. We're coming to save you, Itsuki. Let's go, Mason. Once you see how bad this race is, we'll discuss about the dual runner parts thing. Wow, he even looks like a sleazeball. So you have to catch him, by the way. The only way you were going to do that is by hitting loose pads. And, you know, not doing that.
Why am I...
You may have already lost. I'm not sure you can close that gap.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, no, if he hits that finish line before you catch him, you lose the race and have to start over. And normally, if
damn it.
Why do I just hear your character going, dang it, dang it, dang it?
Yeah, no, this is a loss.
Yep, that's an L.
And I just dropped dead.
Yep. To be fair, I think it's from the brain damage from repeatedly slamming into that wall.
Well, I think by the time of next session, we will be discussing the whole dual parts thing. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
See you guys next time. Bye.